Hey there, folks. Welcome to the Stu's Game Reviews live stream. I'm sorry my voice is a little bit rough today. I did a stream earlier, and I don't know. For some reason, I think maybe I have to go to the doctor or something. I thought it was allergies. I still think it is, but I'm not sure anymore. But luckily, I have with me today, once again, Jeremy from the Gamers Grotto to take the edge and the lift off of my own sorry vocal cords. We have a professional voice actor here to help read the text for this wonderful game, 1893: A World's Fair Mystery. How you doing there, Jeremy?
Not bad. Sorry to hear about your ailments. I hope you feel better.
Thank you. Let me start the Twitch stream.
Sure.
Occasionally, like one person on Twitch. The earlier stream, we had one person, but I wasn't looking at the chat to actually speak with them until I'm going to shut it down. I think if I keep my throat moist, it'll help. So,
Drink a lot of fluids, yes.
yeah, my vocal cords are like wet. They're not so bad, but yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's a little bit. I think it's allergy season, probably mixed with who knows what. So maybe I'll go to urgent care tomorrow and see if I need to get antibiotics or something like that. But anyway, oh, that was a little loud. I just like blew out the levels there. I'm looking at the mic levels. Well, that was here. Hold on a second. We can turn it down some more. Testing. I know occasionally I say something and it like really like maybe I should move the mic further away. I don't know. I'll leave it for now. But you go ahead. You talk for a second.
Okay. Testing.
I think you're good. Okay,
Right.
cool. All right. So so far we have nobody in the chat. We had somebody before, but they looks like they left. All right, so let's get started here with the game. So, you can see it, right?
Yep.
So we were in the women's exhibit, and this is where I saved the game. But refresh everyone's memory. There was this library, and I did look at the hints for the part we got stuck at the very end here. So we were in the library, and then the middle of the room is a display case featuring the works of Harry and Beecher Stowe.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to open up the case because we got a hint saying that one of the diamonds was in Uncle Tom's Cabin, and Uncle Tom's Cabin was written by Harry and Beecher Stowe. We try to open the case. The librarian says, I don't know if you want to read it again, but I don't know which voice you use for her either, but
I don't remember. Those books are for display only. No one opens the case or touches the books, not while I'm here.
so we tried a bunch of things and we couldn't like get any progress, but apparently you're supposed to like this. I don't know like why would it do this, but
Okay. Then she just hands you the book?
no,
Wow.
a different book. Read this.
Yeah. Perhaps you want to know what contributions women have made to literature. More than you can imagine, I'll tell you that much. She pauses then. Let me show you something. She walks over to one of the bookcases and reaches up to the top shelf, pulling out a slim volume, which she promptly drops accidentally. Oh dear, she says, bending down and picking it up. As she does, a small business card-sized paper drops from her pocket and under a bookcase without her knowledge. She hands you the book. It's titled The Female Quixote?
Quixote, like Don Quixote.
Oh, the Female Quixote. Yeah, okay. She hands you the book. It's titled The Female Quixote by Charlotte Lennox. Here is one of my favorites. Please give it back to me before leaving, if you please.
Hey, Hopster Key. You missed the Oregon Trail stream, but the good thing is you can always watch the replay.
So I am going to do the British voice.
I was about to remind you about the British voice.
No, I'm still planning on doing it. For this small scene, going back and forth between those two voices.
Okay.
Kill my vocal cords.
I hate this. Those parser are so bad in this game.
It's pretty bad. You find a business card-sized paper, which you take. The librarian reaches into her pocket and freezes, perplexed. What?
I just realized she dropped the card.
Ah. You trying to read it?
No, I'm sure. Yeah.
Well, it's card. Read card. Wouldn't be paper.
It's a claim check, apparently.
Oh, wow, that's informative. Bribe librarian. Hey,
Yeah.
J-Rock, how are you doing?
Hey, G-Rock. So you're supposed. I read this. I read the hints a little bit just to know you're supposed to give her the cream check back, but that's about it. I don't know why. I'm going to show it to her, like, and say, that's what I wanted to do, like, show it to her, basically, be like, "Hey, you want it back? Give me what I want, you know." But you can't do that. When I say show it, you give it to her. It's just bullshit, too.
You hand the claim check back to the librarian. She almost sobs in relief. As it is, a tear runs down her face. Oh, thank you kindly, thank you. I'm so happy you have found it. She reaches to take the check claim, which you are generously holding out to her. But then she thinks better of it. You are so kind, she says, that I want that... And this is why I don't... She says that I wonder if I could impose upon your good nature and ask you to complete a task which, because I must remain here, I cannot. You pause, considering your reply, which she somehow takes as an affirmative response. She smiles warmly and says, "Oh, thank you ever so much for your kindness. That claim check that you found, could you go and turn it in for me at the children's building? They will exchange it for they will exchange it for a package which is most precious to me. Bring it to me here, and I would be most grateful."
I wonder if it's a child. It's either a child. Where the hell is the children's building?
I don't.
Yeah, I know that's like bullshit. Oh, it's right south of here. Okay. That's what I like to do.
Yes.
Kick the librarian's ass.
Fuck off yourself. Just for that, you're not getting the book.
Alright, outside the children's. I don't think we were ever in here, actually.
You are in a small plaza surrounded by stately buildings and pavilions. To the west stands the children's building, fittingly nestled in the protective shade of the women's building, which can be entered to the north. Created by French architects, the children's building is dotted with delightful sculptural groups of little children. The horticulture building stands immediately to the south, but there is no entrance to it on this side. To the east, past a couple smaller pavilions, is the lagoon. The road continues southwest toward a pleasant outdoor garden and northwest toward the midway. You step on an archway which reads, "The hope of the world is in the children," and into the children's building foyer. The children's building foyer is wide and spacious, but also more Spartan than the interiors of many of the other fair buildings. The main attraction in the building stands directly west, a large playground for older kids, complete with trapezes, parallel bars, vaulting horses, rings, wands, and more. You can see kids playing in the exhibit, and many more lined up around the outside. To the south, a door leads to the day nursery, while to the north, the exhibits of the children's building stack one upon the other. A model kindergarten, a young homemaker's exhibit, and more.
Hey, Ninja.
A kindly matron is here, assisting parents and keeping a watchful eye on the children.
Well, seriously, it looks like I'm giving her a claim check for the kid. For a kid.
The matron takes the claim check from you. "Just a moment, please," she says, and leaves the foyer. She returns moments later with a baby in her arms. "Here you are," she says, handing the baby over to you. You hear a crash and some crying from the playground. Aha. Stew Parenting 101. Drop baby on head. The little boy squirms in your hands and vocalizes constantly. But at least he isn't crying. At least. Not right now.
It's ridiculous. Alright, I guess
Seems like a good job for a police
I want to like punch the baby. Like I'm not really angry with the baby, but like I hate the librarian. Yeah, I'm not a bad person. He's like, give baby to librarian.
Why does she want...
What?
Oh, what is it? The librarian leaps up, pulling a little rattle out of her purse. There you are, my sweet little... She leans over the baby, shaking the rattle. Oh, she exclaims suddenly, dropping the rattle. What have you done? This isn't my baby. She slumps back into her chair, sobbing. Just then, a gentleman enters the library. Edith, what's wrong? He goes to the librarian, who tells him her troubles. He pats her gently on the shoulders, then turns to you. I don't know who you are, but I think you've caused poor Miss Clark quite enough trouble already. I expect you to make things right. Take that baby back and get the right one. Can't you do anything? And if you don't get her baby back within the hour, I'll call the police. He storms out, leaving you with the very upset and distraught librarian. You should have said I am the... But yeah. You stupid twat.
That was a guy you're talking to. Ask librarian about baby.
What have you done with my baby? She cries accusingly. I killed him. I dropped him on his fucking head.
I mean, how do I look for the right baby?
I don't know much about that. Your hand feels a little damp.
The baby peed on me, probably.
The little boy squirms in your hands and vocalizes constantly.
What a dumb bitch! You leave your baby with like the clean check, like the code check, and then like it gets switched, and it's like my freaking fault.
This is a very well written game. The baby puts its fist up to its mouth and smiles. Show baby to librarian. Take that thing away from me.
She useless. Like
the baby drools on your shirt. The librarian is a middle-aged woman, plainly dressed, who is clearly involved in her work, which she takes very seriously.
Okay, so we're looking for an ugly. We're looking for an ugly baby.
Yeah, one that looks like it was punched in the face about 17,000 times, and then hit with an ugly stick. Return, baby.
Return, baby.
You hand the baby back to the matron. This isn't the right one, you tell her. She pales. Oh dear, I'm so sorry. We've been so busy. Come on, I'll take you into the nursery. You can find your baby yourself. So sorry. She lifts the child from your arms and ushers you into the nursery. The nursery is...
Powpucks and put baby in book deposit.
The nursery is packed beyond capacity. With children of all sizes and ages. It's easy to understand how one could get mixed up in all the chaos. Of infants, there are only 8. Thankfully, at present, they are strung in a row before you, sometimes 2 to a cot.
How am I supposed to know which is the right one? She wouldn't even tell me anything.
Which infants do you mean? The first baby, the second baby, the third baby, the fourth baby, the fifth baby, the sixth baby, the seventh baby, or the 8th baby? This baby is a tiny roly-poly girl. She giggles a little and has her fingers in her mouth.
I think it's probably safe to assume any baby that's actually in a good mood can't be from this dude librarian. What?
Look for a baby that's reading the Dewey Decimal System.
Is there any like? Was there any like? Did she say anything that gives you any clue at all?
Nope.
There you are, my sweet little. Oh, she's a rattle. We should take the rattle. I just realized.
I don't know. I don't know if it's probably. I would have saved there.
There's a baby's rattle here. See? You get a potty break.
Throw baby in lake. Sacrifice baby to jewel thief.
Alright. Aha! Aha! I didn't look at the hints for that either. Aha! Finally, I did something right.
I mean, that would be common knowledge, though, wouldn't it? The baby in the 8th crib looks.
Oh, yeah, now I got 2 points. It's common knowledge.
Mama?
Not your mom.
The baby is watching you, a little fussy and disorganized, but mostly happy. So now you're carrying 2 babies?
How do I leave Adora's?
Wait, so now you're carrying 2 babies?
No, I think I put down the other baby.
No, because the before you even picked up the one baby, the other baby was still in your arms. Saying,
But I gave her to the matron. I gave it to the matron. I hope. We'll find out a bit. Give baby to
dumb bitch.
That's not what's right. They will just do it.
The librarian leaps up delighted. There you are, my beautiful baby. Oh, look at you. She gently takes the baby from you. Thank you ever so much. I'm most pleased, she says to you. And now, if you'll excuse me, I must neglect my duties. And now, if you'll excuse me, I must neglect my duties as a librarian so I can, for the moment, concentrate on my duties as a mother. My little one looks quite hungry and has no doubt had a trying day. She leaves the library, still talking to her child. Thank God. This case contains over 30 different copies of Harriet Beecher Stowe's book, Uncle Tom's Cabin. In 23 different languages, you notice among the many different collectors and signed editions, there is one copy of the latest printing of the book. Its value to the collection seems rather negligible. Perhaps it has added for the sake of completeness. The case is open.
New edition. That's right, new edition. Then it said latest edition.
You pull the out-of-place edition from the shelf. You open the book. The interior pages have all been cut out, so that the book forms a box. Inside the box is a beautiful cut and polished diamond.
Yay!
The end. Game over.
Which was one. Yay!
Be like the Star Trek 25th anniversary voice. Taken.
Right. Pick it up and place it in your purse.
You pick it up and place it in your purse.
Alright, finally got a freaking... Oh my god. Alright. So now, how do we get out of here? Alright, let's... We're gonna take it to the mines, please. We'll have to have food soon, probably. Alright, down. South. South. East. I don't think we're ever here. I don't know if we need to be here either.
Alright, I'm gonna just go grab my tea. I'll be right back.
Alright, go ahead. I'm gonna.
Alright.
Oops. I need to do that.
You there?
Yeah,
Alright.
I figured since I saved over the thing by accident. This is the transportation building. Wonder if one of the diamonds is in here. Because if you read the note, the elder Neil rides the rails with artistic temperament.
Okay.
Do you want to read? Do you want to read the descriptions? We walk around in here a little bit. We have never been here before.
Yeah, sure. You are standing directly in front of the incredibly ornate and lushly decorated main building to the transportation building. To the west, the building itself is a departure from the classical style of the other main building, and is finished in many shades of red and other autumnal colors. The golden doorway draws the eye like a magnet, featuring a series of receding arches done entirely in gold leaf. The overall effect is enriched by a series of allegorical reliefs and inscriptions on either side of the door. A lagoon is to the northeast, a peaceful wooded island standing in it. The road continues north, south, and east. Within this building, every method of conveyance ever conceived is on display, from the rickshaws of the Orient to the bull carts of the East Indian, to the most modern locomotive. This hall heads but a short ways west before reaching a central rotunda. There are exhibits to the north from various manufacturers, and to the south begins a great exhibit of bicycles. You can exit the transportation building to the east. You are in the central rotunda of the transportation building. 24 clocks hang in the gallery above, each showing the current time in a different city around the world. On the west side of the central rotunda is a miniature of the town of Pullman, now incorporated into Chicago, an exhibit from the Pullman Car Company. Pullman Town, a complete working utopian workers' town, has been recreated down to its last detail. To the west, the transportation building opens onto the great annex, where locomotives are on display from all parts of the world. Corridors lead north, south, and east toward other exhibits. You hear a faint whirring sound.
It's still, by the way, it's really the whole thing. We got a diamond, but like, I'm so frustrated we weren't able to just take the woman, punch her in the face, like throw her body like behind one of the shelves, and then open the case and take the diamond. Like, why do we have to get her baby for whatever? We're the cops. Now the cops should go punch people in the face, but still, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's bullshit. Anyway, I'm sorry.
The transportation annex contains over 8 acres of railroad engines, trains, and equipment. Train engines face east and are lined up from north to south. Here, the Pullman Company is displaying its luxury palace cars, one of which is open for closer inspection. Directly to the west, in addition to their luxury cars, the Pullman Company also displays some of their common cars and mail cars. Other companies have their locomotives on display to the north and south. Heading east takes you back toward the central rotunda. You are in one of the opulent and comfortable Pullman Palace cars. This car is an observation car named the Isabella. Furnished in the style of a drawing room, it can fairly be said that the perfection of comfort and convenience has been obtained. The chairs are cushioned, the electric lights shaded with silken fringe. Every little detail has been thought of and provided. At one end of the car is a small painting of the Greenstone Church, which is the cornerstone of Pullman Town. The painting is very nice, except for the fact that it appears that the entire church is sinking into the earth, which is somewhat unsettling. Perhaps the painting is unfinished, or the artist is trying to create some metaphor which eludes you. The painting is firmly affixed to the wall. In fact, it seems to almost be part of the wall itself. No amount of pushing, pulling, tugging, or otherwise trying to move the painting has any effect. Have I read this part before? I feel like
you did read this.
Right.
What it says here, a miniature.
The model of the church is beautifully detailed, its miniature spire rising above the small model homes. The church stands out from the other buildings because of the lime green stones used in its construction. Same line. You'll try to take the church, but it is firmly attached to the model. It does seem a bit loose, though. You press the church. The church sinks into the ground. There is a deep rumbling sound, and then the entire miniature model tips up on its side and flips over, manipulated by hidden machinery. Revealed beneath the model is a simple machine of some kind. Two pegs stick straight up into the air, spaced a few feet apart from each other. A motor has been attached to the base of one of the pegs. The motor is on and is spinning the peg, making the whirring noise you've been hearing. The second peg is stationary, although it appears to be connected to another apparatus, whose purpose is not readily clear. The apparatus has parts which extend all the way to the floor, leading you to believe that it extends beyond the limits of this exhibit.
So we need some kind of some belt or something to connect these two pegs, it sounds like. Something which I don't currently have. That's bullshit too. Like everything you need should be like around this exhibit. The chat is very, very quiet today, by the way. Unusually quiet.
Yeah.
But it seems like we're in the right track. It seems like we're in the right place. There's nothing else I could do without having something.
Contradictory. The machine assembly is making a loud whirring noise. You hear a faint whirring noise. It's totally It's great. It's
true.
So contradictory.
We read this right. Yeah, I wish I had something. If I walk around.
Did you not have like a crowbar or something? No?
I have a pickaxe. I think I need like a. I mean, logically, I need to connect those two pegs, right? With something. You want to keep reading?
Have I not read that part? Okay.
No, I'm examining the rest of the. I'm searching the rest of the exhibit.
In this part of the annex, Chicago and Western North.
Hey, by the way, a bicycle chain. That's what I need. Remember, there was bicycles.
Mm-hmm. It's the Pioneer, the first locomotive ever brought to Chicago, as well as some 50 other cars and engines. The annex continues to the north and south.
I promise I've not. I haven't looked at the hints or anything, but like I just have a feeling about this. Here, I'm at the bicycles exhibit here.
Oh, even if you did read the hints, I wouldn't hold against
Well,
you.
I didn't. No, I'm only saying that because you suggested that I do it, but I
Yes,
didn't.
because this game is so badly written that I
And I
don't
told you
think
I'll
you
read the hints
need one.
if I need to read the hints. But like, I just thought about it. Like a chain for a bike would be perfect to like
Like
connect those two pins.
what sane person playing this game would think, "Oh, I need to go get a baby from an orphanage or whatever the hell it is to give to this librarian so that she can leave so that I can get the book." Come on. Not even Sierra would think of something that stupid.
I don't know. You want to read this?
Yeah. The entire evolution of the bicycle is presented here, from the first most clumsy cycles, such as the dandy horse used by the Baron von Drey in 1817, to the very latest and graceful Columbia, a bicycle of today. There is also a variety of tandems, triplets, and every other existing variety of bicycle. In addition to the historic display of bicycles is an exhaustive collection of bicycle parts. A wheel collection has hundreds of small bicycle wheels, each on its own distinct color and design, in a great pile on the floor. Against the wall are the larger front wheels of the high wheel bicycle. The display also shows the rubber tubes that, filled with air, form a lighter, more cushioned tire than the ones made of solid rubber. These new tires are called pneumatic tires. A few of the deflated tires are hung on the wall. You don't think this is a game sane people play? I don't think this is a game sane people voice. Alright, one sec. I just noticed that somebody's chatting in my party that I'm on, so I'm going to mute them so that I think.
What's going on?
Give me a sec here. Sorry.
Someone's picking you on Tinder?
No. What? No. I'm on a PlayStation party chat.
Oh, okay.
And somebody joined the party who I don't have unmuted, so they might come through on my mic, which is why I'm switching them to mute, so that they don't interfere with your stream. All right. Sorry about that. Both asshole. Yeah, because that's gonna know that word. Put tire on motorized.
How do I deflate the tire? Seriously, if you examine the tire, it says it's a loop of slightly inelastic rubber. Like that's exactly what I need. You know, I want to connect the two things with rubber. Like, why not?
Yeah.
But it's apparently not. I gotta put air in it. But is there any place to put air in it? I don't think so. Annoying. And that seems like that makes so much sense, doesn't it?
Yeah. I thought you said there was a chain that you wanted to get, though.
Well, I thought a chain, but then when I saw the tire, like that, it doesn't mention any chains, but it mentions tires. Look at this. There's a lamp here. Did I need the lamp at some point?
Yeah, there you go.
I don't remember what I needed it, but
It's an old signal lantern of some kind for the railways with a clock wick. Clock wick? What? The cloth wick raised just above a fair amount of lantern oil. If you had some matches, you could probably light the lamp. All of this detective work is making you feel a bit hungry. Eat lamp.
I mean, I should waste my time getting freaking food now. I don't really want to do that.
Eat fist.
Like, where else is there stuff I could? This is just you can leave. I'm just exploring now. Where I can also leave. This is red. This is you to read. We don't have to read it. Pennsylvania Railway. The stairs up here to the platform of the elevated train. Sorry. The access takes you over miles. Oh no. Okay. As the train comes here, I guess. Yeah, okay. It's a waste of time.
One sec. My dog's barking at the door. Hold on.
No problem. That's it. Nothing else here. Where's the sleep? How you doing? I need to hear the food a minute. I want to see what else I can do here. Look, there's 3 wheels I was able to take for the bicycle room also. Restore the game. Get big. Get red. Get blue. Put big wheel on motorized.
This is a prequel
Peg.
to Michigan Report from Hell.
But that worked. Put red wheel on stationary peg.
Alright. You put the big bicycle wheel onto the motorized peg. The big bicycle wheel fits neatly onto the peg and begins spinning clockwise with it. You put the red bicycle wheel onto the stationary peg. The red bicycle wheel fits snugly against the big bicycle wheel on the other peg, so that the 2 wheels are touching one another. The motor continues to spin the other peg and the big bicycle wheel clockwise, forcing the newly positioned red bicycle wheel counterclockwise. But apparently, the peg doesn't move counterclockwise, because it jams immediately, stopping the other motorized peg along with it. The motor starts building pressure, getting louder and making some horrible noises. You take the red bicycle wheel back off of the peg before the whole thing explodes.
That doesn't work either.
Throw baby into... There is a thunderous noise as the model town of Pullman flips back into view, concealing once again the complicated machinery. Beneath your feet, you can feel the vibration of machinery. Just as suddenly as it began, the machine falls silent. In the ensuing silence, you hear one last mechanical hiss. Off to the west, then nothing.
Huh. Rolled parchment.
You carefully unroll the parchment. It is an illustration of a sculpture gallery. In the center of the gallery stands a statue of Orpheus.
What the fuck? Where's there a sculpture gallery? Or the fine arts, the art gallery? Motherfucker.
This game is just like walk here, walk here, walk here.
The painting changed too. It was a painting of that town, now it's a painting of Humpty Dumpty.
It's probably hints. The painting is a scene from Lewis Carroll's famous children's book. It shows Humpty Dumpty sitting precariously on his wall. The painting is firmly blah 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 blah, painting no effect.
Alright, we did something. We accomplished something. Let's go get some food. It's time for lunch. Oh, the rain has stopped. I didn't even know it was raining. Should I go eat the freaking...
It never said it was raining at all.
Well, because we were inside the building. That's probably why I didn't say. Should I go eat at the Hayward restaurant, or should I try to find the place where they give out the free samples?
Just eat in the restaurant. No point in wandering around.
But I want to get what about that Zulu? I think we're just assuming that the Zulu wants food, but maybe the Zulu wants a lamp. I don't know. Let me try. I'll try. I'll try quickly to go over there and see what happens. I could get there really fast. Oops. You're feeling really hungry. I forget. Let's just eat the freaking food. Eat at restaurant.
You summon the Hayward restaurant. Although crowded, you quickly find a seat. You start your meal with a light salad, then followed up with a delicious steak with a side of mashed potatoes. When you step back out of the restaurant 14 minutes later, you are refreshed and ready for whatever curve this case might throw.
Alright, let's find this stupid guy. Where's this guy?
What? Whoa. Stream just paused there for a second.
My thing just minimized and then maximized for some reason. Show Diamond to Wentworth.
Ah, he begins and looks up at you. This is the cheapest fake I have ever seen. Where did you get this? I hope for your sake you didn't buy it. He tosses the fake back to you. When you catch it, you hear a slight rattling noise coming from the diamond. The diamond shatters. In the shards, you find a gold key and a small note, which you take.
I thought we had a diamond.
The note is written in the familiar script of your nemesis. Poor Dolores in the cabin, so thirsty she could not think. The Japanese so carefully gave her tea to drink. Another riddle.
Jesus.
Streams on the same day? This is madness. I agree.
Oh my god. Motherfucker. A parchment note. So the first one, we still have no idea. Young Dennis likes spelunking. Let's go call the guy and ask him for some more hints. I have no idea. Okay, the first one is we don't know. The second one is that statue, probably, or at least that's the first step. We need the keys. The other ones are the stocks. We need to get that farmer's stupid hat. The Egyptian one. What happened with that one? Did we go there even? Oh, yeah, we had this. We had the hieroglyphics thing, which we couldn't figure anything out what to do with. The government we always did. And the last two we have are the ones we actually got something on. Neil and Dolores. All right, let's leave here. This is the stupid Zulu warrior. Electricity building. That's not it.
You're going to the telephone, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the telephone.
Didn't you? I swear you just went. Go up a tiny bit. It says telephone.
I'm here.
Okay. You pick up the black phone and put it to your ear. Hello again, detective. A low voice says on the other end of the phone. What can I do for you this time?
Hey, Luis. It's Jeremy from the Gamers Grotto who's doing the voices. He says it's great, Jeremy.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. I have to ask about all these. Ask about Dennis.
Sometimes beautiful gems are hidden inside the plainest of rocks.
What the hell's that mean? It's really unhelpful.
That there's probably diamonds inside of a rock somewhere.
I'm in the mines building is like where the. Oh well, maybe it's the Zulu. It must be the Zulu. Question: What the hell do we do with Zulu? Ask about Ida.
Ida likes to swim indoors.
Yeah. Okay.
A good magician never reveals his tricks. At least, not all at once. Come back tomorrow if you want to hear more about Fair Ida. That stock pavilion is quite a maze to navigate through. Although, those farmers who are showing up at the fair know the place inside and out.
Yeah, see, that's too much farmer.
You would do well to learn as much of the ancient Egyptian as you can.
How? Is there a school?
Right?
What does that mean?
It's an Egyptian school.
Maybe there is. One, Neil, Dolores, mother.
Did you know I had a hand in the construction of the U.S. government building?
These are all still too cryptic.
Neil has a strong interest in George Pullman and his palace car empire. He built an entire workers' town southwest of Chicago, and the centerpiece of the town was a non-denominational church where residents
Xerox, you sell like solid snake.
That's the point. Yeah, that's the point I'm using. Where residents could attend any service they wanted for a fee, of course.
So we found this thing. We already found something with this at least. We're making some progress.
I have told you everything. I choose to about Dolores for now. No one said this was going to be easy.
Dolores is the one we found, except for the whatever. Mother, I won't tell. I'll never tell Mother is.
I will never tell where Mother is. Sorry. You will just have to find her on your own.
Yes, well. Alright, excuse me. I like doing things in order, but...
Nightclub.
Nightclub? The Zulu is. I have no idea what to do with the Zulu.
I don't know.
I should have asked. We should have asked the guy in the morning about the Zulu.
Can you not ask him now?
I think he's not there. He leaves at 10 a.m. or something.
Wait, who? What guy are you talking about? Are you talking about the guy on the phone?
No. The guy on the phone. Your helper, Mr. H, whatever his name is.
Ah, okay.
I'm looking to see if there's anything on the map that says about anything else Egyptian. It was ethnographical exhibit. Is there anything else Egyptian on here?
Very loud husky.
Swedish restaurant. Or there was that, in the Midway, there was that street in Cairo, remember? But I didn't say,
Yeah.
there was anything we could do there. At least we couldn't figure anything out.
I
The problem is just going somewhere, like walking around, takes forever. Alright, let's go, and we still need to get the coupon for the chocolate, which we know where it is. It's in the hole with the rat. And we still need to get rid of the rat. I don't have any cheese or anything. Cracker Jacks.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
This honestly feels like a game that I would not be able to complete without a complete walkthrough. It just a lot of the puzzles just seem very just random. Like, I mean, it doesn't even feel like it's something that you would know about unless you like that. Like I said, that baby scene. That it's just stupid. Freddie Stroma. He appeared in the Peacemaker TV series. Never heard of that show, but okay, that's cool. I just do random voices. Like I've been ever since I was a kid. I used to just do stupid voices, and then it just sort of stuck.
You can't have the Zulu Warrior. Zulu Warrior let you there at all during the demonstration, not during the demonstration.
This is the diamond demonstration that we've already seen.
Right. Just letting it. He taps his first two fingers, held straight and slightly apart.
Held straight out and apart. Wait. The Zulu warrior blocks away, looking straight at you. He taps his first two fingers, held straight out and slightly apart against his puckered lips, as if he's wanting a cigarette, dude.
Oh.
That's not food. He wants a cigarette. That's
we don't have a cigarette, do we?
I don't know. That's a gesture for smoking.
You're rolled parchment. That's all right. You're right. All right, so we probably have to find like a cigarette somewhere.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like finding lying around. I don't like the hit for this. This is bullshit. Like. Okay, so you figured it out.
Cigarette, yeah. If you can't find it, ask
See, Masters. That's the guy I was talking about. Masters. That's the guy in the beginning. There's only around in the morning.
All right.
So I have to ask him tomorrow. All right. So that's what I figured. That's good. Good. And we should have asked Masturbator about the keys also, which we didn't. All seems I don't even know what's going on in this game. I just need to hear the dulcet tones. Gamers Grotto and zone out. Okay, so the chocolate, we did about that. Egyptian script and British style.
That's fine always to sleep. I don't know what's going on in the game either, and I'm reading the damn thing.
You know what's going on.
It's all over the damn place.
Well, it is all over the place, but
One moment we're throwing babies around in a library, the next we're smashing diamonds to find a key. I don't know. It's all over the place.
we're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we take it higher.
So how do you end the day then? Do you go to
You go to sleep.
just anywhere or just?
Well, you gotta go back to your house. You sleep on your dad, on the cot in your office.
Huh. Well, it should be like Shenmue. You can't go to bed at this time. It's too early.
Right. You're too much of a moron to go to bed. We didn't go to all these places. I'm just trying to. I'm going around here.
Okay. So, are you wanting me to read this or
Yeah, I
what?
might as well read it. We never been here before.
All right. Two great roads cross here. At the northwest shore of the South Pond, one road heads north along the inlet toward the Court of Honor buildings, then bends gently southwest, following the curve of the pond. The second road runs west along the back of the agriculture building toward the White Horse Inn, and east over the inlet on a narrow bridge. On the other side of the bridge, on a small peninsula of land, stands a replica of La Rabida convent where Columbus gathered his strength before making his first transatlantic journey. Looking across South Pond, other points of interest take shape. On the west side of the pond, a vast tangle of windmills spin in the lake breeze. Further south, you can make out ruins of some kind. And on the south and east shores of the pond, another group of grand buildings rise, holding a court all their own. Shirley Holmes TV show.
What is that?
Wait, Shirley Holmes? Isn't that a Canadian series?
I never heard of it.
Yeah, it's a Canadian. I actually know the actress who was in that because she's worked with my sister. Yeah, she's actually pretty cool. Before you stands a replica of the convent of La Rabida, where Columbus rested, poor and hungry, before applying to Queen Isabella for his voyage to the Americas. The convent sits on a promontory with Lake Michigan to the east, the inlet, and South Pond wrapping around from the north to the southwest. An entrance to the convent is to the northeast. To the south is Krupp's mighty castle, positioned as if to protect this quiet building. Roads skirt the edge of the castle to the southeast and southwest.
Should we go in just to see what's in there? I don't know. I'm sorry. Sorry.
What's going on? You want me to read
Sorry. Yeah, might as well. We never been here before.
So the convent of La Rabida courtyard, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The convent is built around an open courtyard, surrounded by a gallery. From the gallery, a number of little cells, such as were used by monks, can be entered to the north, south, east, and west. The inner court is filled with rare plants and flowers, adding a certain color and warmth to the building. You can exit the convent to the southwest. This narrow little cell is filled with relics of Columbus. The very bed upon which the great Admiral slept is here before you, and nearby are displayed various articles used by him in his daily life, including an old mirror, a pair of reading glasses, and the prize of the collection, the Great Admiral's Journal.
I take this stuff.
Given the importance of these historical objects, they have been positioned well out of reach from the more inquisitive and acquisitive admirers such as yourself. Read journal only in your dreams? What?
Because you can't reach it. I'm leaving. What's this, South Krupp's Mighty Castle? That's Krupp's Mighty Castle. Let's see what Southwest is.
You stand
Well,
before them.
go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir.
You stand before an imposing castle-like building with cannons facing outward from every turret and tower. The road continues north and south. To the west, a boat landing extends out into the pond.
It says Deutschland on it. Oops. Sorry.
You are in a broad plaza on the south side of the pond. From here, you have a good view of the southern buildings of the fair. To the south, facing each other, stand the Anthropology Building and Forestry Building. Just north of Forestry and east of the plaza is the unexciting and plainly styled Shoe and Leather Building. An entrance into the Leather Building is directly to the east. Further north, along the eastern side of South Pond, stand Krupp's Gun Exhibit, which appears as a castle and a replica of the convent of La Rabida. A road curves around the pond to the southwest, past the northern side of the Anthropology Building, towards outdoor anthropology exhibits, such as the Yucatan Ruins. A pier extends out into the lake to the west, where a Viking ship is moored.
Let's go to we go to the Krupp exhibit, so let's go there. Where are we at?
Here. 16 powerful cannons extend along the western wall of the Great Hall, pointing lakeward. In the center of these weapons of destruction stands one that towers over all the others, the greatest, largest gun ever constructed by man. The ammunition for each gun is arrayed neatly beside it. You are on a lakeside promenade. The mighty Lake Michigan stretches away as far as the eye can see, like the ocean it pretends to be. To the west stands Krupp's Gun Exhibit. The walkway continues to the north, toward La Rabida Convent, and south toward the Leather Exhibit. Directly in front of the exhibit stands a cannon. Its barrel facing out toward the lake, a pyramid of cannonballs is stacked just beside it. The lakeside promenade, continuing north and south, passes in front of the nondescript Leather Building to the west.
Made of leather.
Shoes, shoes, and more shoes, as far as the eye can see, fill this large open hall. Russian shoes, Swiss shoes, Spanish shoes, shoes of every size and description, patent leather shoes, enamel shoes, wooden shoes, spike shoes, and more, hung along the walls or on racks or on platforms, each one calling attention to its own uniqueness, but becoming buried in the vast sea of footwear all around you. Large watercolors on the walls depict footwear of the various nations of the world. Several exhibits to the north and south depart from the norm and feature more unusual attractions. Exits from the building are to the east and west. This room holds countless exhibits from the Americas. The walls are covered with the skins of lizards and snakes. The lizard and snake skins are behind display cabinets on the walls and just beyond your reach.
Ooh.
Among the exhibits here is a collection from Cape Town, including a variety of trappings used by the Boers, together with leather ornaments from Zulu territory. Draped over a beam in the center of the room is an elephant's hide with a surface of more than 300 square feet. A sign is on the floor next to the hide. Mounted on the wall behind it is an elephant gun and a gunpowder horn made from an elephant's tusk. You see a Zulu shield here. Sitting on the Zulu shield is a white sheet. It is. Okay.
You skipped the elephant hide, largest cat hide in the world.
This shield is almost as long as a person and made of rhinoceros hide. It seems as though it can withstand fierce battering and not break. Draped over the Zulu shield, you see a white sheet.
What? I don't know. I'm carrying too much shit. Yeah, I got a shield now. How about your? Why I have a shield? But I have a shield. How did I mean, it's just random luck that I happen to find it too. Let's go back to this anthropology build. Did we go to forestry ever? I don't think we did. This is just out of front of the here, but let's get the axe. Type. Okay. So this is where the Rosetta Stone was here. We couldn't do anything with it. Yeah, we don't know any of these languages.
Are you? Sorry, are you one? I think we've read this already.
We did. Mary studies Egyptian script and writes her name and style. The sign illustrates three versions of the inscription mentioning the god Ra. You read by the three hieroglyphs of the god's name. The first syllable appears to be an open mouth, so someone shouting or toning a name. The second syllable is a bird, prayers of a vulture. Lectures of a figure kneeling. The figure is the shape of a man, where the script of passes last also means God. It doesn't tell me anything that I can think of. I can't examine further, can I know? Yeah, I don't know. I'm sort of stuck on this one still. This is almost a completely waste of time, except for the fact that we got the shield.
Yeah. I don't know. This whole game confuses me.
We're definitely making progress here.
Oh yeah. No, we definitely are.
It's just slow. That's the problem. That midway thing seems like I think I give up on this Egyptian one for now.
Fair.
Let's go back to the government one, and also, so for the railway we got this picture of Orpheus, which is the art gallery. Let's go that direction. See if we can find anything there. There's nothing else here, right? I mean, there's literally nothing. This is Indians. There's nothing else in this room that was useful. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. It's like nighttime soon. Are we the electricity building now? That's not really what to do, but it's fine. Whoops. Alright, government building to the east. Wait a second. What, I passed it somehow? Where the fuck's the government? Where's the government building? Oh, west. Here. So this is this guy Lloyd again. Ask Lloyd about keys. Ask Lloyd for keys. Lloyd, give me keys. Don't touch any exhibits or ruin the hours of the building.
Good thing your character doesn't have an accent or something. Lloyd, give me key.
So we gotta figure out how to get that, how to break that stupid hog, whatever.
Yeah. I don't know.
Is there any other, like, there was like kids in here that were like interfering with the exhibits. Whenever I went to
yeah, I remember that. That was a while back, though.
yeah. So whenever I went up here, so kids would overturn the crank. But there's no kids here now. Indian scalp. I can take those coins. That seems like something useful to have. Jeez, I probably don't carry too much stuff is the problem. Let's drop new edition. What do I not need? Drop the big wheel, probably. Drop Monday's newspaper. So the other zoo shows a white sheet. I mean, I don't know if I need this, but I guess I have it right now. Get owl.
Wait, can you use the owl on the mouse or rat or whatever it is? Because those
It's
things are
stuffed.
scared.
It's stuffed, but maybe.
Those things are normally scared of owls.
Maybe.
Just a thought.
Can I get the scalp? I got a lot of shit here. It's really disgusting. What am I doing? What am I doing? Why am I carrying around a bunch of shit with me like this?
So far you've picked up scalp, coins, and my ex. Very good. Okay.
Harpoon.
Missile weapon. Do you know where the naval base is in Alameda?
Yeah. Looking for the nuclear vessels.
Yes. Yeah,
Um, I can't. There's a small block of wood by the trigger. I can't get a good grip with my fingers. There's something else I get a grip with it on? I don't think so. It implies I can find something else I could do maybe, you know? So I just let the babies rattle. There's too much shit here.
What? Remove wood with owl? That doesn't.
Well, I try to remove. I try to fire the thing. It says, I don't know if this is like a puzzle or just like, you know, just like go away. Like this, you can't do it. I can't let you leave with the string of Mongolian coins, or the owl perched on a human skull, or the Indian scalp, or the dead snake. Huh. That's interesting. I can't fire the weapon. Okay. Disappeared over the west wall. Drop. Rattle. Get harpoon. Drop owl. I don't know, man. I do this stuff. Put all in hand basket. I can't fit anything in the hand basket. Alright, drop snake. Get harpoon. Drop scalp. Get harpoon.
Okay. Annoyed.
Fucking shit. How can I miss? Is it possible for me to hit? I thought this was a good idea. So for long sharp mark, break hog with harpoon. Hit hog with harpoon.
So he's left the area now.
Alright, let's do it again. Where did I save the game? Push weapon. Push block. Fire weapon. See? I smashed it with the harpoon. You see what I did?
Mm-hmm. You aimed it at the pig and then fired. Yeah.
Get wheat. Bundle. Put wheat on northeast pedestal. When I play lower sliding, you're clicking straight after with your feet. Nothing happened. I mean, something happened. What the fuck? How is that not right? How are my hands full? I dropped all that shit before. Really a lot of page for this game? Yeah, you will. I'm gonna put wheel on.
I can't picture this game being made by a AAA company, though. It seems more like less likely. It seems more likely that it's made by just an indie developer. And if that's the case, they wouldn't really have too many beta testers. It would likely just be them.
What? I got the pickaxe. Oh, yeah, I couldn't get it because he was... You're scraping moisture below your feet. I gotta figure out what opened up now. I don't see anything so far. Did I screw something up?
Not sure.
I opened this already. I mean, I fits everything. underneath, like below me? Like, I don't know how to get below me. Did I say below me just now?
Below you. Are you falling asleep or something?
Me?
Yeah.
How about whether you want to do with him? Why do you say that?
No, I'm just asking.
No, I'm not falling asleep. What, you want me to fall asleep? I'm trying to, like, figure out what the hell we do right here.
This reminds me of the last stream you did where you fell asleep and just started speaking random. Yellow-headed fly.
Scraping. I want to make sure I did everything. I didn't miss anything up. Obviously, this is right.
Wait, pipe.
Yeah.
Do you maybe use the pipe on the Zulu?
I didn't let me take it, I don't think. I think that's not let me take anything out of the building. I'm just making sure I get that message for everything here. So far, so good. A rectangle? Ah, this one was wrong. This one was wrong. Because it didn't make the click of the scraping noise. This one I'm pretty sure is right, but I'm going to try anyway. Oops. Put tower on northwest pedestal. Is it? I should get replica. We'll take it. Okay. Alright, so the west one was wrong. Why did I don't know why I took that to begin with. That's not it either. It says a symbol of a rectangle. It is like a rectangle.
Yeah, I have no idea. Like, this is...
Oh. Stamp. This is the problem. I have to get the stamp off of the knife. The stab is a fixed time of the night. If you pull out the stab would tear and be ruined. Put knife in jar. Oh. Get knife. Put knife in jar. See? Let me restore here. I have to do this all over again now? That's fine. Push weapon. Push block. Fire weapon. South, northeast. Get bundle. Put bundle on northeast pedestal. Get knife. Fuck off, Lloyd. Oh, oops. Get knife. Put knife in jar. Get stamp. Put stamp on west pedestal. Now you can read.
Under the weight of the stamp, President Jefferson, the metal plate lowers slightly. Just after you place the stamp of President Jefferson on the pedestal, Carl Masters enters. Hold on there a minute, friend. I've been hearing you're messing around the exhibits here. It would create quite a stir if the government were to found out about it. You hear a click and a rumbling beneath your feet. The rumbling gets louder and louder. What the... Carl says, and you both turn to see the great redwood tree in the center of the rotunda twisting on its base, until an opening appears and the trunk revealing a flight of stairs leading down. You both stare in surprise at the tree, then turn to look at each other. Carry on, Carl says, shaking his head. Carry on. Cigars. Oh, it's fine. Very fine. Got it at a little Egyptian booth in the agriculture building. You ought to get one yourself. Lloyd strides purposely to the south.
Egyptian booth? The agricultural building? What do we need the cigarette for? For the Zulu?
Yes.
What else do we want to ask Mr. Masters while we have him here?
Can't think of anything.
Well, they asked about the Zulu, but I guess that's all because I didn't know what to do with the Zulu at that point. There was something else. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's fucking useless. Alright, let's go down. Oh, man. Jeremy? Shit's getting real here. Are you not reading?
You are in a small, dimly lit room.
No, but before that, you enter the redwood tree.
You enter the redwood tree and go down the flight of stairs. Carl follows you down these stairs. He stops at the bottom, surveying the scene. He lets out a low, whistling breath. You are in a small, dimly lit room beneath the redwood tree. Stairs wind upward toward the central rotunda. Contorted horribly on the floor is a decaying putrid corpse, which looks as though it was once a man, perhaps middle-aged. He obviously died several months ago, perhaps longer. He clutches a set of blueprints in his skeletal hand. You see an unfinished diamond here. Carl Masters is here, puffing on a fine cigar. Detective Masters walks over to the corpse and begins inspecting it. The body is clean, no identification of any kind, Carl says. He extinguishes his cigar on the concrete floor, then puts it in his pocket. These are the blueprints for the U.S. government building. You can see that alterations have been made at the last moment. The blueprints illustrate a great notched wheel, on which the redwood tree has been mounted. Each of the pedestals are attached to long metal poles, each of which has a notch at a certain height. The pedestals are designed to freely push the poles down depending on the amount of weight applied. If the weight was correct, the notch in the pole would align with the wheel, allowing it to move freely. Once all the notches were lined up, the wheel would be free to make a quarter turn, opening a door in the tree. An incredibly complicated design, and it makes you worry more than ever about who is behind this caper, and why would they make such elaborate preparations.
Yeah, like, it's crazy, isn't it? It reminds me of some other, like, movie or something, or a TV show. I can't remember what, but, like, it's not like Superman or something. Or Lex Luthor, you know, like, takes over the thing in the middle and, like, does it for his own evil, dastardly deeds, whatever. But it's pretty messed up. Wow. So the dead guy, sheesh. I don't know. Do I have the keys? I don't have the keys, do I? Oh, what's this? I have a gold key. Carl looks up at you.
Carl looks up at you. Take a look at this, he says. He leans forward and he shows you the back of the dead man's head. Looks like it was shattered by a blunt object of some kind. You look closer at the wound, feeling a little nauseous. A hammer? Carl nods. Most like the carpenter's revenge, he says, only half joking.
So it's like after this guy like did all these alterations, they just killed him.
Let me take a look at those, he says, gesturing toward the blueprints. You hand over the blueprints and you both take a moment to look over them. He rolls them back up and hands them back to you. You decided it would accomplish little to attack Karl Masters with the pickaxe. I've seen all I need to see here, Masters says. Ask me about those blueprints. Ask me about those blueprints later. I have some ideas, but I need to do a little research to confirm them. I'll tell the guards here not to let anyone in here except for you. Carl shakes your hand. Nice work here, friend. Nice work. And with that, he heads upstairs.
He's not there anymore.
Is this new?
No, this is the same stuff. Because I want to. You know what I can ask him about? Ask Carl about cigar. Ask Lloyd about keyring. Get key. Oh, fuck. I think I need the keys.
Please.
I know where I'm supposed to get the keys for that stupid statue. Alright, whatever. I'll do this again. Get diamond. Get diamond. Get blueprints.
Masters put above his hands. Hey, don't give that thing to me. I just lose track of it. Put it in the safe in your office. That would be the best place for it. But make sure you show it to Mr. Wentworth first. If you haven't yet, he can verify its authenticity.
Alright, we know this already. Alright, let's save the game. Dead man. Alright, I guess should we go to the let's do that. Let's go take care of this. I think we're right near the Japanese exhibit. Let's go there. Fucking Lloyd. Fisheries building. So here's the Japanese temple and tea house. We never did this. It looks like it's too late for today. And the reason why I wanted to do that was because we have this was it the parchment? No, not the parchment. A small note. Poor Dolores in the cabin, so thirsty she could not think. The Japanese so carefully gave her tea and drink. So either we have to restore from back to before 2:30, or we have to come back tomorrow. What do you think?
Sure.
Do I have the shield in this one? No, I don't. Just leave it out in order. It doesn't help. 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised by the order. Okay, temp 2. That's way too late at that point. Yeah, I think we did too much. We can't like undo it at this point. We have to come back tomorrow, which is an annoyance.
Tomorrow
All right.
in game or tomorrow?
Or tomorrow in game. I mean, maybe I don't know what it'll be in real life, but let's go to the art galleries. We're up here anyway. And we have to go also to the. Let's go to the art galleries. Fisheries building. Oh, we never even walked in here, by the way. Do you want to read this? We never came by here. There's a hook. I'm gonna take the hook. I don't know if I need it for anything, but I'm gonna take it.
I feel like we have read it before.
We never went this way. Well, maybe I could be wrong. I don't know. I'll get the hook. I'm pretty sure I would have seen this if we were here. The Costa Rica building. Where am I? North. How do I get around this stupid pond? The Fine Arts building. So, we want to find Orpheus, the statue of Orpheus. Marco Casa, New Diana. We looked at that last time. Aha. Ex Orpheus. Young Orpheus. The center of the gallery says the statue of Orpheus. Should I keep pushing it? What do you think?
Yeah, I guess so.
You've only seconds to act when you're caught in this most criminal seeming deed. You better read this.
In a small working office.
No, we're on top of that.
A group of security guards converge on your position. Hold it right there. One of them shouts as another grabs you firmly, so that you can't escape. What kind of sick person would destroy a priceless work of art? The sergeant of the guards begins, but as he is looking at your face, trails off in silence. Oh my, you're that detective Masters hired, aren't you? He shakes his head. What a mess. What a mess. You're going to have to explain this yourself to the curator. This had better be good. He mutters. This had better be good for your sake and for the apartments. Masters went out on a limb for you, you know. The guards take you to the office of the president. You are in a small working office. Most of the office is taken up by a great oak desk, behind which a high-backed chair sits. There is a name plaque on the desk which reads Charles L. Hutchinson. Bookcases stuffed with books line the walls. The only exit is a door to the east wall. Charles Hutchinson is standing next to the desk, his arms crossed. Hutchinson picks up the head of young Orpheus and looks at it for a moment, then he looks at you. Sergeant O'Flannery. Ah, says you are a detective. Well then, what were you doing here? Looking for clues or souvenirs? Your head? What?
Get that.
Crossing the head of young
Go.
Orpheus
I didn't mean it that way.
Many of the Charles Hutchinson is carrying the head of young Orpheus and won't let you have it. Many of the sculptures we have on display here are replicas, made in staff.
This guy was Scottish a second ago.
All right. Many of the sculptures we have on display here are replicas, made in stuff, he says. But not this one. This is original, he says, tossing the head of young Orpheus in the air and catching it again. Then he stares at it curiously. Yeah.
You read?
Hutchinson breaks off a piece of the head of young Orpheus and looks at it. He tastes it on his tongue. This is made of stuff, he says hesitatingly. I thought this piece was original. How strange. He sets it back on his desk. Did you know about this? He says to you. I need some answers. You throw the head of young Orpheus against the floor, smashing it to pieces. Charles Hutchinson looks absolutely pale for a moment. You fiend, he yells, huffing. That really is the last throw. He stops speaking, frozen, staring at the ground. You follow his gaze and see a diamond amid the debris of the broken head. He reaches down and picks it up. Good Lord, he mutters. How could this be? Then he picks up a piece of the broken head of young Orpheus. Could the statue have been deliberately made of this purpose? He gets up excited. A forgery! Blazes! How did you know? He shakes his head. Never mind, never mind. I shall ask the guardsmen to hunt high and low for the original piece. No doubt this is what you were looking for. He hands you the rough, unfinished diamond. I had my doubts, Detective, but not anymore. He opens the book and leads you out. But just one thing. The next time you need to destroy one of my works of art, come see me first, won't you? He leads you out into the galleries, then retreats back into his office.
You done reading?
You are in a gallery off the east wing. The walls are filled with oil paintings from the French masters. Among the great works in the gallery hang Sea Birds and Waves by Delacroix, The Wasp's Nest by Adolphe Bourgeois, and The King of the Forest by Rosa Bonheur. A door on the west wall is labeled Office of the President. The gallery exit is to the south.
I must score by 3 points. What's my score? 30. Only 30 points. I have 215, by the way. Alright, so let's get out of here. I have 2 unfinished diamonds. Alright. Let me go the other way. Oops. We did do that. Oh, get on boat. Where's it going?
The boat move.
Sorry.
We've already read all this stuff before.
Yeah, it's fine. I want to get, I wonder if the gold key that I have will open up that statue. Oh, okay. Get off. Exit ferry. Oh, I can't. Stupid. I remember last time there was a guy that came like a gondola and picked me up.
Yep.
What the fuck is it? It's not here. Only a stupid ferry. How did I get the gondola? I guess this is not the place for it.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. That's really annoying though. Let's see if I can find it. No. Here. Get on gondola. I don't have money.
You have money, you just don't have enough, it says.
Because my money was sitting in the thing. It didn't see that I had it. You like that horse shit? Asshole. Alright, unlock door with key. Shit. Damn.
You want to end here? We made some pretty good progress. It's already been like 2 hours.
It sounds like you want to end here.
I'm starting to get tired. I'm not gonna lie. But it's up to you. I mean, it's your
I'm just really frustrated. 'Cause I thought maybe that key would be the right, like.
Yeah. That's the one that was in the diamond, right?
Well, yeah.
Look at key. Maybe there's like a distinguishing mark on it or something. That helps. Stupid.
A locked door with hook.
Worst. That would imply that he's smart.
Did I ask? I thought I asked him about it. I did, right? He says, I don't know anything about this.
Yeah. Does he know anything? He
Yeah.
ran off to the southeast or west or whatever.
He has a large keyring, though.
Well, that's the key ring that he's
I
always
know.
had. Right?
I know. It's the only keyring I've seen in the game. All right, let's go to the building. Let's go to the mine building and get those gems authenticated at least.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's do that. North Canal Road, North Canal Bridge, Electric Fountain. South, I think it's the south side. That doesn't matter. No, where is the... here. Show diamonds to Wentworth.
What voice did I have for Wentworth again? I can't remember.
It wasn't right. It's a pretty ordinary voice. I don't remember either.
He takes the unfinished diamond from you and examines it.
Oh no, it was... yes, this is one of our unfinished diamonds. Wonderful. Where did you find it? Ah, I know. You are still investigating. I'm just happy to see it again. I suppose you still require to keep it as evidence. But my heart is happy, and I know it will be safe with you. He hands the diamond back to you.
What about the other one? I had two.
Do you? I thought...
Yeah, two unfinished diamonds.
Well, I guess both will yield probably the same response.
Yeah, we'll actually get a point at least.
At least now we know one of them is real, at least. For both.
Let's see. Northeast. Put diamond in safe. Open safe. Put diamond in safe. Close safe. I still the other diamond. It's bullshit. At least it's very close.
That's what I figured it was going to do.
It's stupid though, isn't it?
Yes, because they only programmed it for that wording, right? So that's why it's repeating the same wording.
I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I have 52 points. I've recovered 2 of the stolen diamonds. So that's pretty good.
Yeah. How many diamonds were stolen again?
What?
How many diamonds were stolen again?
8, I think.
Ah. Okay.
4 brothers, rough and ready. 3 sisters, kind and fair. And then there's the mother, so there's 8 altogether. We do okay. We think we know we have to go to that tea house to get one of them. Let's go to the agriculture building and see if we can get a cigarette. Never been to the agriculture building except for that tour on the first day. You want to do some reading, and then we'll call it a day after that if you're tired.
Yeah. I mean, it has been. You normally stream for 2 hours anyway.
Yeah, it's been. I know it's been 2 hours. Mm-hmm. But I want to at least follow up this lead here we got over here on the cigarette.
Sure. So you want me to read this right here, right?
Yeah.
Of all the grand buildings of the fair you've seen, this is by far the most cramped, crowded, and dimly lit. You are standing on what appears to be the only broad and relatively open aisle of the entire building, which leads further south into the interior. State exhibits cluster in tight groups all around the narrow and winding aisles, which lead east and west from here. To the north, ornamental archways lead into the Court of Honor.
Let's go. Let's try west.
The Pennsylvania Pavilion is decorated with many colored corns arranged in geometric patterns. Bordered by grasses and wheat, the state's motto, virtue, liberty, and independence, and state symbols are carefully created out of various different corns and grains. On either side of the central display, green mossy panels provide a backdrop to different types of agricultural implements. Above it all, a bust of William Penn looks down upon the display. Other state exhibits are all around, while this exhibit continues to the south. The other state exhibits look less interesting than this one.
Okay, if you say so. Oh, New York Chocolate Company.
This area of the building is largely devoted to preparations of food and drink, featuring pavilions of condensed milk, evaporated cream, cocoa, confections, crackers, and biscuits, liquors, and so on. A New York chocolatier, whose specialty is bonbons, has a pavilion which catches your eye. Standing in the pavilion are statues made entirely from chocolate. One of the Columbus, the second of Venus de Milo. You can exit the pavilion to the west. Wow. I guess you went there. You stand in the center of the poorly lit and poorly ventilated agriculture building. The air is strong with the smell of fruit, milk, and tobacco. To the south begins the agriculture annex, where the machines of agriculture are displayed. Aisles extend east, west, north from here, winding through the building towards the various exhibits. This hall makes you feel somewhat claustrophobic. Too many exhibits, too many people, not enough aisle space. Escape from the hot and confined building is to the west. To the north and south, aisles wind through various exhibits from different countries. To the east, a somewhat wider aisle heads deeper into the building. The glass-paneled Cape Colony Pavilion is decorated with scenes depicting the flora and fauna of South Africa. A large ostrich is mounted in the center of the display, and nearby...
Hold on. Who's mounting the ostrich?
Leisure Suit Larry. A large ostrich is mounted in the center of the display, and nearby is a great pyramid of ostrich eggs. Some plain, others delicately painted. Beautiful watercolors illustrate the flowers and fish of the region in all their many hues and sizes. Something must have been spilled here recently, because a mop has been left propped up in the corner.
Bacon.
Okay.
It's a long wooden pole with a thick bundle of cloth strings at one end.
Uh-huh.
A huge metal vat occupies the greater part of the floor space here. The side of the vat reads "World's Largest Cheese" and stairs wide around the vat to a platform where fairgoers can get a closer look at the monumental fromage.
Grab the cheese for the mouse.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
From here, you can look over the lip of the vat onto the cheese. The cheese forms a semi-solid white pasty mass. Looking at its surface, firm enough to stand on, you wonder if the moon isn't made of cheese after all. You are, after all, an idiot. You climb over the lip of the vat and walk out onto the cheese. You are standing on the surface of the Canadian monster cheese.
Of course it's Canadian.
Of course. We are all wonderful people. We are full of cheese. The spongy surface gives slightly under your feet, but still just supports your weight. You scoop a hunk of cheese out of the vat.
Alright, we're on a roll here now. Let's get out of here. Let's go this way.
This is a very cheese-y game.
We didn't go here yet.
A cool breeze blows off the lake from the eastern exit here, providing a welcome relief from the stifling air predominant in the Great Hall. Narrow aisles wind through special tobacco and chocolate exhibits to the north and south. To the west, a somewhat wider aisle heads deeper into the building.
Uh-huh.
This booth from a tobacco company in Cairo has hieroglyphics drawn down the walls and stacks of beautifully illustrated cigar boxes against the far wall. Packs of cigarettes are stacked like pyramids on a clean wooden counter. Behind the counter, an odd-looking Egyptian man greets everyone as they enter. A hard case should never mean neglecting yourself. And right now, you're thinking about splurging for a nice dinner.
Oops.
Now that you look at him, he really doesn't look Egyptian at all. He is wearing a white turban and has applied dark makeup to his face. Must be a sales gimmick.
Did you get rid of the step end?
No, it's in the hand basket. I probably should put the blueprints in the safe also.
Evil Mira, are these mysteries fair?
What do you mean by fair?
I don't know what that means either.
Fuck this. I guess I'll drop the rattle.
Now the problem is when you drop stuff, you don't get it back.
No, it's still sitting here, but I don't never remember where it was.
You don't really need the rattle anyway.
The man behind the counter smiles as you hand over a bit of your daily stipend.
I'm sure you will enjoy these fine cigarettes.
He pulls a pack of cigarettes from under the counter and gives it to you.
There was something else here too, wasn't there? The hieroglyphics.
The walls show mock hieroglyphics of ancient Egyptian smoking Cairo cigarettes. Idly wonder if the cigarette representative knows anything of interest about them.
To be honest, they don't mean anything. Just random art, you know. But here's one I know that's special. The man who painted them, he showed me. He spelled his initials and these Egyptian script, see?
The salesman moves aside a few cigar boxes and points to the wall.
His name was Howard Daniel Johnson, HDJ. This symbol here, he called a twisted flax wick and represents an H sound.
He points to a glyph resembling a twisted string or wick.
Then this one here, a hand he said it was, is an D. And that one that looks like a deadly cobra, that one is a J. He also told me that it's the last one.
And what? Why is that cut out like that?
He also told me that
you
this
mean?
last one
And here he gestures at a hieroglyph depicting a kneeling man.
tells you that Howard is a gentleman, and not a lady. He said that's a very important part of every name in the text of the ancient Egyptians.
So Mary liked to write her name. I don't know how we learned the Mary, Mary.
I don't know.
There was Ra. Ra was part of it. But, like, Mary, I don't know. Okay, that's
He-
was there anything else, maybe? No. That's important, obviously. I got a point for it. Howard Daniel Johnson. Twisted Flax Wick. So where the fuck, man? So for her, there'd have to be a lady. I wonder how. It seems like there's a place I could learn more, right? I mean. I can't get the rattle anyway. Alright, whatever. Do you think there's anything else I should do with this hieroglyphics business?
I don't know. I can't think of anything. Hey, I'm a salesman. That's what I know.
What? Hook up.
Yeah, that seems like so useful information, but it's like almost like he should have like here, take this sheet that shows you how to translate the language. You know what I mean? Like that was so unhelpful by itself. All right, we can always come back here. Let's see what else there is.
The Women's Silk Culture Association has made a careful display of the silk creation process. There are numerous glass jars in the exhibit, filled with cocoons, raw silk, sewing silk, and other stuffs. An illustration on the wall shows a silkworm feeding on the mulberry leaf.
There.
I was about to say berry.
Oh.
Mounted in the center of the exhibit is a large United States flag made from silk. To the east, on a flagpole, hangs the French tricolor. To the right side hangs the Swiss national flag.
I think it's sort of fair. Just the parser has some issues. There's nothing else here. I can see no direction works. So, alright.
Well, at least we got the cheese.
We got the cheese and the cigarette.
Yep.
Let's exit here. Let's go back to the dinner place. To have food for dinner. Eat at restaurant. The guy eats the same thing every time. You notice that?
Yeah. Delicious steak.
Why is there only music right now?
The pianist is there.
What's there?
The pianist. I'm making a joke. I don't know because there's a music.
Oh, the pianist. Oh, I think it's something else.
Yeah, totally. The penis is there. Yeah.
All right, maybe we should call. I feel like we're not stuck. We have a couple of things to do. We have the cheese for the mouse, and we have the cigarette for the Zulu. And we can do that. And then at 2:30 tomorrow, there's a tea ceremony. We don't need to get find a key for that statue somewhere. We know that we need to get the hat for the kid. We know that we need to find a way to do this hieroglyphics business. I feel there's probably another place to go to, which we didn't go or something. There's I don't know where else to go though. Is there a language exhibit or something? Not that I'm aware of. I think we probably were there already, but there's no school exhibit. I mean, yeah, you should get a copy of this map. Yeah, not that you want it, probably. Like, jeez, no way. Yeah, I don't see anything like that, but there is some things as Indian school, but it's Indian school, not Egyptian school, so I didn't think it would be very useful. Anywho, I think we got a lot of leaves to follow up on actually, and plus the kid is still following that guy, and whatever's
Wait, this kid is still following the guy. Why do I feel like the kid's been lost at this point?
No, I think he's still following the guy because it's in the hints. It's in the hints. He won't come back until you've progressed a little bit further in the game. I hope he comes back because I need the hat. Hey, Tony Pepperoni, how's it going? But yeah, I know you're tired. I'm actually not so tired, but you're tired, and it has been 2 hours and 15 minutes, so probably a good stopping point here.
Well, normally I'm not tired at this point. I'm only tired because I only got about 4 hours of sleep the other night. So.
Why not?
What?
Why?
Alarm system went off in the building.
Oh. I thought you were going to say you were like busy all night or something.
Oh, normally I am. Normally I go to bed around 6 a.m. Yeah, I'm usually pretty. I'm usually a night owl or whatever they call it.
Well, you know what? I would tell you something. This is the 4th time we played this game. Mm-hmm. We actually found 2 diamonds. That's pretty impressive.
Yep.
The first time it was like sort of, what's going on here, right? The second 2 times we were like a little bit, traveling around a little bit frustrated. I feel like now we actually are like on our way towards beating this game. We actually got some points. I think we had I think when we started the stream today we had like 4 points or 5, and now we have 53. So always seems like this is more draining than Lightspan Adventures, to be honest.
It
is draining, but there's some accomplishment involved, isn't there?
I guess the problem is there's no action. It's very boring.
Well, we found a dead body.
Oh, okay. Well.
I mean, it feels like it's ramping up a little bit. We also were like grabbed by guards and I don't know. Anyway, I am a little tired. Thank you all the folks who've been here watching. Thanks always asleep. Thanks for people who joined, just recently, the last few minutes, I guess. Tony, Ilmiera, Luis has been here for a while. J-Rock, I don't know if you're still here. Palpuck, Hopster Key was at the very beginning. And Ninja, I don't know if Ninja's still here or not. But, you know the drill. Like and subscribe and share and comment, all the good stuff. Thank you very much to Jeremy for the Gamer's Grotto, as usual, for giving us his dulcet tones. Everybody likes your voice acting, Jeremy, so we really appreciate it here.
Yeah, no problem.
And you keep the game. I mean, obviously, if there was no speech, the game would go faster, but it's way more interesting this way. So, thank you very much, and make sure you folks check out the Gamers Grotto's channel and subscribe to his channel if you're not subscribed. You can use some more subscribers, so we can keep making bad content. I'm just kidding. he keep making high quality content. He was streaming earlier the new Sam & Max remaster for PS5. Definitely check that out. And make sure you check out other stuff that on his channel, including his collaborations with bozos like me and other people. Always Asleep says you made good progress. At least I'll hang in there. Have a good night, guys. We appreciate Always Asleep. You're a gentleman and a scholar. And good night to you too, Tony Pepperoni. And thank you very much. We'll continue this. I'm not sure when, but hopefully in the next few days at some point.
Yeah, sure. Whenever, just let me know whenever you want to continue it. Now, my schedule is usually pretty open. So
I feel like I need to cleanse the palate with a light span adventure.
Oh yeah, because that's so much better to cleanse the palate. Come on, you're just going from one terrible game to another at this point.
I know, it's so bad. You know, there was somebody who went on one of the light spin adventures on streams. They left a comment saying, "Could you please play K9.5?" This and this adventure, and I'm like, that's number 5, and I've only done one of them, so I gotta do 2, 3, and 4 before I get to 5. He's like, oh yeah, sure, no problem. Like, do 2, 3, and 4, and then I want to see 5, and I was like, just out of curiosity, why?
What game?
It's one of the light span adventures called K9.5, which is about some dogs in a band.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really bad, actually. Alright, everybody, thank you so much. Talk to y'all soon. Have a great night. Peace out, everybody.
Take care, everyone. Have a good one.